Hey guys, welcome back. Two guitars again. Today I've got the PRS SE CE24 standard Satin and the Epiphone by Gibson Les Paul style guitar. Not Les, well, call it a Les Paul, right? It's the Epiphone Les Paul Traditional Pro 4 limited edition. Okay? Very similar price points on these two guitars. So the Epiphone is $549 as a street price. The PRS SE is $499 as a street price. However, the Epiphone is on sale more than the PRS, and you can typically get it for $449 at Musician's Friend and Guitar Center when it's on sale, and it's on sale frequently. In fact, they just had a $399 special going on with 10% off where I got this. But the PRS pretty much stands at $499. It came in as a lower price point for PRS, and that's pretty much the price it goes for. So there's usually about a $50 difference between these two, and the major difference is that the PRS comes with the PRS gig bag, and it's a nice gig bag that comes with the guitar, whereas this guitar, the Epiphone, does not come with any gig bag. So that could be the $50 difference if you want to look at it in terms of a $500 versus a $450 guitar. But they're very similar, very close in price point. Now, the guitars. So, the PRS, well, let me pick up this guy since it doesn't have a plug in it. This Les Paul from Epiphone is made in China. The PRS is made in Indonesia. This has a maple top, although it is a matte finish. It's like an open pour almost on this guitar, and it is no gloss. That's where they save the money. So it is a matte finish, but they claim it's a maple top with a mahogany body. And the mahogany grain on this guitar is otherworldly. It's beautiful. I don't know how well you can see it, but it really has a very, very pretty grain on the wood. The body on the PRS is mahogany, the whole guitar, no maple top. Does have a bit of a carve on the top, a very slight, they call violin carve. Fretboard, laurel fretboard on the Epiphone. This guy's got a rosewood fretboard, and it is a bit darker, as you can see on the guitar, right? You can see that the fretboard is darker clearly on the rosewood fretboard on the PRS SE than it is on the Epiphone. Now the SE is the lower end model for PRSs, in case you don't know, but I'm sure you all do. And again, that guitar is made in Indonesia. This is made in China. Slim C neck on this guitar, and I really love the neck, the feel of the neck. That has a wide, thin neck on this guitar, on the PRS. 24 and 3/4 inch Gibson scale length on the Les Paul. That's got a 25 inch scale length on the PRS. It's got a set neck on this guitar, as you can see. The PRS, get this guitar out of here, is a bolt-on. Well, I don't know how well you can see that. There you go. It's a bolt-on neck. Put that back. Graphtec nut on the Epiphone. That doesn't state what it is, but it appears to be a decent plastic nut. There's nothing wrong with it. It's cut well. It looks okay. But it doesn't say if it's bone or Graphtec, so I'm assuming it's plastic. Alnico 5 pickups on this guitar. These are the what are they? The Alnico Classic Pros, I think they're called. These have the PRS 85/15S pickups. Very difficult to find any information on them. I read on a couple of blogs, though, that they are Alnicos. I believe these are also Alnico 5s. That's what they state in the blogs and the forums, at least. Grover tuners on this guitar. Grover tuners, as you can probably see. These are PRS stamped tuners. They're both sealed tuners. Both have push-pulls on them. This has a different configuration. This has 2 volumes and 2 tones with push capability on the 2. The PRS only has a volume and a tone, and push just on the tone knob, one knob. What else? Trying to think. 3-way switches on both. So that's pretty much the comparison of the two from a feature function standpoint. Now, let me put this guy down for a second. This guy is plugged in. We'll play both of them clean, let you hear what the guitar sounds like, and then we'll play both with distortion so you can hear the sound of the pickups. Okay, move this over a tad bit. There you go. And we'll just play, basic chords in the neck position. And now the neck and the bridge. And finally, just the bridge pickup. And now I'll show you what the split coil sounds like. I'm going to turn up the volume just a tad. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Here's with the coil tap engaged. There's the humbucker. So you can hear there is a volume difference. Right? And now the bridge pickup, same thing. This is the standard bridge. This is split. So you get the full humbucker and the split sound. The split sound, I have to admit, on these pickups to my ears are very thin. But I'm not sure how usable they're going to be for me. But and now I will put some distortion on. Okay, guys. Neck pickup. Both pickups. Bridge pickup. When you do the coil split with distortion, you can barely hear any difference. So we'll play it with the humbucker. Much of a difference when the distortion is on, but we'll play some single notes. Okay. Now, put this guy down. This guy, by the way, is noticeably lighter than the Epiphone. I would say this guitar is probably maybe 8 pounds, a little over slightly, and this is probably between 7.5 pounds and 8 pounds. So there's probably, a couple of ounce difference between this guitar and this guitar, and it's noticeable when you pick it up. Get the distortion off here. Play this clean first. We'll start out with the neck pickup. Neck and the bridge. And the bridge humbucker. We'll play the neck pickup, and I'll let you hear what the split coil sounds like. So you can hear the difference, right? The fullness. And now we'll put on the bridge pickup, same thing. This is the humbucker. Single or without the humbucker. You definitely can hear it. And similarly to the PRS, when distortion kicks in, the difference is really not that detectable, right, on the guitar. So and now I'll put some distortion on. Okay. And now we'll put the split coil going so you can hear what the neck pickup sounds like with distortion. This is full humbucker. Split. Not much of a difference. And the bridge. Split. Not split. Distortion, again, it's really not that noticeable. We'll play some single notes. You really can't tell much with the split going on when there's distortion. Yeah, so that is both guitars clean and with dirt. Pull this one out, put this guy back, and I'll give you my experience and impressions with both of these guitars in terms of value. Again, they're both very close in price, maybe a $50 difference between these two guitars. $50 in the north, up north, or higher for the PRS, but it comes with a gig bag. If this is not on sale. Now, my rating for the guitars. I rated based on my point system the PRS with 2 points coming in out of 5 versus this guy with 5 points versus the 2. right? Now, what did I give the rating to? Okay, first off, the Epiphone has a Graphtec nut, and the nut is a decent nut, I can tell, just by observation. This guy looks like a plastic nut, doesn't state what it is. I'm assuming it is. I'm giving the nut advantage to the Epiphone. The Epiphone also comes with Grover tuners. The tuners on the Epiphone are definitely better than the stock tuners, the PRS tuners on this SE 24 standard. These tend to slip a little bit. It comes out of tune more than the Epiphone does. And just the overall feel and tightness of the tuners, the Grovers are definitely better on the Epiphone than the tuners are on this guy. The neck. Now, it's a personal thing, right? On the neck feel. I don't like a wide neck. This has a wide, thin neck. It's a 10-inch radius on this guy, and on the Epiphone, it's a 12-inch radius. The Epiphone clearly has a C-shaped neck. It's a shallow C. It's more comfortable to my hands. I like the feel of this better than the wide, thin on the PRS. Again, that's just my opinion. Pickups. I like the stock Alnico 5 pickups on here better than the PRS. They are higher output pickups. In my opinion, they have a tad bit more clarity. And I like the two split capability of this versus the one knob capability split on the PRS. I just think the pickups overall stock, to my ears, sound better on the Epiphone than they do on the PRS SE. So the push-pull advantage, the tuner advantage, the pickup advantage, the nut advantage, the fact that it has a nicer feel neck, in my opinion, on the Epiphone, I gave it a 5-2. Now, the two things on the PRS that are an advantage is it comes with a nice gig bag. That's number one, right? This comes with no gig bag. And the other thing is that it has 24 frets. So if some of you are valuing or adding value on 24 versus 22 frets, you may give some points to the PRS. I'm just trying to be fair. But overall, guys, if I have that amount of money and I want to buy a starter guitar, a decent quality humbucker stocked guitar that'll give you those Les Paul sounds, those thick, creamy rock sounds, I'll go with this guy over the PRS SE 24 every day of the week. That's just my opinion. Okay, let me know your thoughts. You may disagree 100% with what I said, and that's fine if you do. The other thing, too, is that this has a tremolo on it. So if you're a tremolo user and you need that, then it's a no-brainer. You're going to go with the CE 24 versus the Epiphone, which does not have a tremolo, obviously. That's one other thing I didn't mention. You can throw that in as an extra advantage if you want and keep it a little closer. But let me know your thoughts. What do you think? What do you like? Put them in the comments. If you like these videos and find them entertaining, useful, helpful, whatever the case is, please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. And until the next one, be well. See you soon. Take care.